What is going on, beautiful Bling Crew? How are you guys this evening? We have exciting stuff going on to unbox what is in this month's Bling Box. I also wanted to show you guys. I have been slowly working on the project from last month's Bling Box. I have not been having very much time to sit down and rhinestone, so I've slowly been working on this, doing it like a couple little mermaid scales at a time. So if it's taking me as long as it has, I'm sure it's taking you guys a good bit of time to do these as well. I would still love to see, I've seen a couple of your guys's, like your work in progresses. So if you've gotten any part of this done, for the mermaid pattern from last month's box, I would love to see it. I would love to see what kind of like pattern you chose, what kind of color scheme did you choose. Did you do like all like one row all the same color, another row a different color? Are you kind of doing like I'm doing and doing kind of like just sporadic all over the place? I would love to see what you guys are doing. So if you would like to share those with us, your work in progress, you can post them over in our Facebook group, which is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. And I would love to see them. I'm sure other members who got last month's box would love to see them as well. Helping everybody stay inspired and get this one completed. Because it had all of the like smaller mixes. It had the multi-size packs for the stones. There's some pretty small sizes in there, so it takes a little bit extra time to get those done. So a game plan for tonight is to unbox this month's Bling Box. And timing wise, our next Bling Box is actually going to open again on the 15th, which is Sunday. Um, Kind of hard to believe we're already there in that open enrollment period. So if you are not already a Bling Box subscriber, you can sign up for the next month starting on Sunday. If you're in on our if you're on the wait list or in our Facebook group, I will be posting announcements there to remind you as well. If you're already a subscriber, you don't have to sign up again. Your box will renew on the 15th. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. So if you are joining us, say hi, post a comment in the chat, let me know you are here. And then as well as I will post the comment. If you are a Bling Box subscriber, let us know which box you get. Do you get the mix of the month? Do you get the Bling Box or do you get the combo box? So if you are new to Bling Your Things, my name is Shannon. I am the owner of Bling Your Things. And every month we have a Bling Box that we put together that is a curated themed box, and the theme is different each month. So there's three different options. If you are a person who likes the scatter method, like the scatter fill and kind of choosing what you do with the project, and then the mix of the month is great for you. So that includes two custom mixes. It could be the same mix or two different mixes. Then you get one pack of either SS16 or SS20 in a solid color, and then you get a solid color mix as well. So that is more than enough to do a tumbler plus a couple extra projects. And then also in the box, you get one small project that's themed to Rhinestone as well. If you get the Bling Box, that includes 5 to 6 full-size Rhinestone products, one project, and then a pattern or an SVG. And did I forget anything on that one? No, I think that's it. And then the other option is to get the combo box, which is combining both of the boxes together. So you get the mix of the month and the combo box. You save $10 right off the bat just by combining them. And I give you a $10 gift card that you can use on a future purchase on the website. So if you didn't get in this month and you want to get in next month, spots will open again on the 15th, which is Sunday. So I see a couple of you guys are joining us. I've seen that Miss Renee was here. How are you? And I wanted to show you guys, me and Renee have collaborated on a couple of projects. And she just sent me something recently. And then when I opened it, she made me this really awesome pen. Look at how cute this is. So her website is tumblersbyrenee.com, and then she also has an Etsy store. So I don't know how she knew that I love chunky glitter, but you guys look at this pen. It even has my name on it with little hearts. Like I'm. Thank you so much, Miss Renee. I really appreciate your gift. It's very thoughtful of you. So go check her out if you guys like pens like this. This was really a really nice surprise when I opened the box. So again, thank you for that. And who else did I see? I seen somebody said that they were in the hurricane. Miss Mary Lynn, where do you live? Are you in like the Louisiana area? You said you survived, so I hope everything is okay. Your house and all of that stuff. Living in Florida, I know how that goes. We recently had the hurricane come through here. They kept saying it was going to be small, and I've literally never seen so much water, especially in my area. So it was pretty scary. So I hope you're okay. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. I don't know what I can do, but I can try to help. Hi, Miss Valerie. Always nice to see you as well. Miss Teresa. Who else? Miss Lisa Davidson. How are you? So, um, last month's Bling Box was the mermaid pattern on the 14-ounce tumbler. So I've been working on that one a little bit at a time. I haven't had much time to like rhinestone stuff. So I've been working on this one. And since it has like the smaller stones within the mixes that we're using, it is taking a little bit more time than normal, like a normal honeycomb pattern, or like honestly with a normal scatter, because I would probably use bigger size stones. But this is how mine is turning out. I'm kind of just alternating the colors like row by row and using different ones. Just trying to like not have two of the same scales touching that are the same color. I don't know if it'll end up that way, but that is what mine is. I colored in the background with Sharpies, and I just used kind of like matching colors to what the rhinestones were going to be. And then we had the SS10s in the golden shadow, which fit around the outline like perfectly. So if you didn't get last month's box, the the mermaid outline was an SVG, and you can still find that on our website. If you go to the bling tip section on our website, blingyourthings.com, I make a post every month that details out all of the items, the projects, the patterns, everything that was in that month's box. And everything is kind of linked right there. So if you wanted to see like what colors we used, what the pattern was, you can go to the bling tip section and you can find everything all in one place so you don't have to like keep searching around for it. So everything is there if you wanted to make this for yourself and you didn't get last month's bling box. So there is that. I'm hoping that I can finish this. I'm going to say by next week. I want to say this weekend, but I just know that that's not going to happen because I have like 18 other things to do. So there is that. But if you are in our Facebook group, please, please, please post your work in progresses. I want to see them. I want to see what kinds of designs and patterns you guys chose. So Lisa says she hasn't started hers yet. And Mary Lynn is so far behind on her projects. Well, you got to get going, Mary Lynn. I know you're like a crafting genius over there. So if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to post them as we're going. I'm going to switch over to the one camera if it's going to work. There we go. So we can do what is in this month's Bling Box. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post them and I will try to answer them as we go. And let me grab a drink before I get started. And then I did post too over in the Facebook group. We have 3 new colors that I posted today. There is a luminous yellow opal. So this is another addition to the luminous opal line. I think we have five of the luminous opals now. And then there is another Aurora Pink. This one's Aurora Pink Spring. So all of the Aurora rhinestones, they don't have a foil backing, so they are transparent. But the coating that they have on top of them is kind of what gives them their color. And because they're unfoiled, they're going to look a little bit different based upon the background color that you place that stone on. So if you place it on something that's black, it's going to look a little bit different than placing it on something that's white or any other color in between. It's going to pull color from your background color. And then the other color that is very pretty, and I'm going to say this wrong, it's called Podparashida. This is like a natural occurring gem that it is mimicking after. It is a orangey pink tone. It's kind of corally. And I did kind of like little swatches so that you could see them a little bit better. So this one is the yellow opal, the luminous yellow opal. And then this one is the Podparashida. And this one is like so pretty. It's like pinkish orange. It's so cool looking. And then this is the Aurora Pink Spring. So I'm not sure if you can see it in the video. It probably looks a little pinkish purple right now. But depending upon the light that you have it in, it's going to pull hues of green as well as pink in the purples. But it's going to look different if you place it on a green background compared to, do I have something black right here? Compared to like if I put it on here. It's going to pull those colors because it doesn't have a foiled backing. You can see through them. So these are really cool rhinestone colors. So those are all new. Those are on the website. They are available in the multi-packs up to size SS20. Some have SS30. So there's that. New additions for us. Oh, don't say the D at the end, Marilyn. So it's just Podparashida, not the duh, like no dash. I like even put it in the listing on the website. I put like the pronunciation in there, and I practiced it like 18 different times, and I couldn't get it. I still didn't get it right. So hi, Miss Tiffany. How are you? I love the picture of you and your baby of your getting your box. That was so cute. Thank you for sharing. So let's go ahead and dive into what was in this month's box. So every month I give you guys the thank you card as well as kind of show you an overview of the items that are in this month's box. And then I include the pattern. I'm going to show you guys this one at the end. I'm going to do the mix of the month first. If you get the combo box, you also get your $10 gift certificate that you can use on anything on the website except for a subscription item. There is no restrictions on this. You just have to use it this one by 11/11. And yeah, you can use it on anything on the website except for subscription items, and that's just because the system doesn't allow coupons on the subscriptions. So I'll show you guys the pattern when we get there. And let's do the mix of the month first. So again, the mix of the month, these include 2 packs of custom mix. Every month, these have been new mixes that are created just for you guys, and that is the first time that they are being revealed. Do I keep losing you guys? I think it is kind of like raining here right now. So my screen keeps going black. If I lose you, can you just post in the comments so that I know? Because it's like it's kind of timing out for me. If I lose you, please let me know. And we'll try to fix it. So the mix of the month includes 2 packs of custom mix, a pack of a solid color in either SS16 or SS20, and then a solid color in a mix as well as a project. So this month we had a new mix that is called I Put a Spell on You. And this one is purples. It has, let me pour it out. Lisa says it's choppy. Yeah, it's like my internet I think keeps going in and out right now. So hopefully it stays. If I lose you for more than like 5 seconds, just post a comment and then and maybe we'll have to do this later if my internet's not cooperating with us. So this is the mix that is called I Put a Spell on You. It has a bunch of different purple colors and it has sizes from SS4 up to SS30, which is very pretty. Oh, then I just spilled it. Way to go. Way to go. Oh. Then the next one, that's really too much. The next one is called When the Sun Goes Down. And this one is a bunch of yellow colors, which is very pretty. It kind of reminded me of the colors like when you, like when the sun is setting, and stuff like that, like the yellows that are in the sky. So that is why I picked that name, as well as it is a country song name. So this is that one. It has all of the different yellows. It has some AB color in there. And then this one also has sizes from SS4 up to SS30. So there is that. And then you also got a pack of Jet Black in size SS16. As well as this is a new color and it went perfect with this month's theme. Excuse me, it is called Hyacinth Shimmer. And this one is an orange. It's like a hyacinth orange and it has a coating on the top, very similar to an AB coating, but this coating is more of a pinkish. It has kind of a metallic finish to it as well. So this one is very, very pretty. Depending upon the distance that you are looking at this stone from, if you're looking at it up close, it looks very orange and pinky in that metallic color. But if it's kind of far away from you, it has a very reddish appearance to it. It looks very deep. So this color is very versatile. It has different appearances based upon like the way that the light shining. It's a very cool color, and I'm very excited to work with this and see kind of how it blends with some other colors as well. So this is a new color. This is available in the multi-packs up to SS20. So there's that one. And then this month's project is this cute little home cutout. So it spells the word home, and the O is a pumpkin. And I got these a little bit thicker than the normal cutouts. So these are actually a quarter inch wood. And the overall size, I can't remember exactly. I want to say it was 5" by 4.5. I can't remember which way. So these were meant to be a little bit more durable and so that you can also stand it up. I wanted it to be thicker so that you could stand these up on a shelf, or you could put like a little hook on the back and you could hang it. If you wanted, you could put a hook to hang it kind of like right here in the H or right here underneath this little pumpkin. So this is really fun. I can't wait to work on this one. So everything in this month's mix of the month was the multi-pack of the Hyacinth Shimmer, SS16s in Jet Black, the new mix When the Sun Goes Down, and the new mix I Put a Spell on You. So there are all of those. And so if Valerie is asking, is there any extra bling boxes left over? So I don't have any extra bling boxes, but I do have extra mix of the months. So I have 7 of these of the extra mix of the month packs. I did put these on the website. I was going to announce it in the Facebook group tomorrow, but I figured I would let you guys know that are on the live. If you wanted to grab one, give you guys first dibs. I didn't change the price on them. They are the same as what you would pay if you were a subscriber. So they are on the website. They're under I believe I put them under the kits. They're either under the kits or the mixes. You can find the mix of the month packs. But there is only 7 of them. Like I said, I wanted to give you guys a chance that joined me on the live to grab one if you missed it. So they are on there, and then I can ship these out tomorrow because they are already made. I don't have any extra bling boxes made though. If you wanted to get everything that was in the bling box, you would have to order it individually because I don't have any of the boxes made up, just the extra mixes of the month. So there are those. And then let's see what was in this month's bling box. So we had the 20-ounce tumbler. This is the 20-ounce Maker Flow. And all I see right now is a black screen. Did I lose you guys? That all came back, so that's at least good. Can you see me now, Miss Teresa? Because I think I can see you again. I don't know why my internet is, I don't know why it's going out. Teresa, you can see me again? Awesome, awesome. Okay. So, at least we came back. This dang storm over here. We had like so many problems with like our power recently that like our power would go out, I kid you not, like at minimum 3 times a day. And it's really annoying when it would go out because it's not like it would like go out for like a long period of time. It would like just go out and it'd come right back on. And that almost made it more annoying than it going out for a period of time because it would literally just like shut down the whole house. So it's like turning the air off, it's turning the refrigerators off, it's turning my printer, my sublimation printer, turning all of that stuff off. It was happening so often that like I had to go get battery backups for like these machines because I was afraid that like, you know, all of these power outages would go in and out. We had 4 different people come to our house. They finally put a monitor on our house to like check it out. The 4th guy that came, he was like, oh, well, I can see what your problem is. You have a melted wire up there in your transformer. Somebody was here within 20 minutes to fix it. And since he was here, that was like a week ago, we haven't had any power outages. So if you have issues, like keep on them. Like this literally went on for like 3 months, all these like power outages. So now I'm hoping it's on my internet too, which is just crazy. So anyway, okay, so the tumbler was a 20-ounce Maker Flow tumbler. I prefer to use the Maker Flow tumblers when I'm putting them in the boxes, especially for you guys because the boxes are not branded. That's one thing I like about Maker Flow is that they don't brand their boxes. So if you wanted to make this pattern and sell this tumbler or give it to someone as a gift, they're going to see your finished rhinestone tumbler directly right in the box. They're not going to be seeing someone else's branding blasted all over the box. And if you wanted to brand this yourself with your own company name or information, you could very easily put that on here and make the box still look pretty. So that is probably the number one reason why I like their tumblers is they're not branded, and you guys can brand them yourself, and you're not blasted with somebody else's logo. So there's that. But their tumblers are also great quality. They include, the lids, the straws, the little thank you cards, which is an added benefit because some companies charge you for that little thank you card. So there's that. I'm not going to open this one. I have one that is already sanded. Then the colors that were in this month's box. So the bling boxes include one project, 5 to 6 full-size rhinestone products, and then one pattern or SVG. So the colors that were in this month's box, I did SS20s instead of SS16s. I've had a lot of people ask if we could have a box with SS20s because we do a lot of the bling boxes with size SS16, and I've had you guys ask if we could do SS20s, and I wanted to give you guys what you wanted, so I did SS20s this month. So I hope you guys love it. So anyway, we have one of the colors is sky blue. And then there's that new color, Hyacinth Shimmer again, which again, that one's really awesome. Then there's Jet Black. There is Green Zircon, which I really love this color as well. It's very pretty. And then there is Citrine AB. And because I normally limit the patterns, the colors that we use in them, to 5 or 6 different colors so that it kind of coordinates, but I couldn't narrow down this month's pattern to that many colors. So I did some smaller packs so that we could do kind of like a little bit more accent color in the pattern. So you have 2 gross of crystal, 2 gross of peridot, and then 2 gross of topaz. So these colors were not a full pack, but they're kind of like just your accent colors for the pattern. And these were kind of extra over and above what would normally be in the box. So there's that. And then our really awesome pattern is this cute little pumpkin with a witch hat. And then I kind of like wanted to make it like cute and a little fun. So I added like a little spider over here that he's kind of stealing a piece of candy out of the pumpkin bucket. So we will work on this tumbler for tonight's tutorial. I had someone reach out to me that they were not sure how to use the printed pattern. So I'm not sure if they are on the live tonight. If you are, you'll want to pay attention kind of like to this part where we do the tutorial. I'll show you kind of how to start the pattern, how to like line up your rhinestones. There was someone who had a different pattern that they were working with SS16s, and they were kind of like, well, I put the number that it says in the pattern, but I still have a little bit of extra space at the end where I could maybe put another stone, but there's not enough room to put one more stone. Like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? So you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. If you can't fit another stone in there, you need to go back and space out your stones so that there's enough space for them to all kind of fit evenly. And the reason you don't want to add that extra stone, even if you can fit it, you should follow what's on the pattern. But when you cram your rhinestones so tight together, they might fit in that first row. Number one, even if they're from the same color, all of the rhinestones are not going to be the same size. Then when you add in the other variation of using different colors are different sizes. So if you cram all of these together in the first row and then they all fit, as you progress on the tumbler and you add more stones, you're going to have problems. Number one, keeping your alignment because they're not all going to fit into the little crevice in the prior rows, especially when you're changing between colors. You're going to have problems with alignment. You're going to have problems with fitting your rhinestones. So it might seem counterintuitive to have this tiny little space in between the stones, but that is okay. It's okay to have that space. As you progress, that space is not going to be noticeable. You're seeing it because you are literally right on top of the tumbler. You're seeing it, you're looking at it within like maybe 2 feet distance. But as you pull it away, you're not going to see those little spaces. It's going to help you with your alignment, especially if you're new. You want to give yourself room to make adjustments so that you can keep your rows in alignment. It's only going to help you. So unless that gap is like more than the size of like one, maybe 1.5 rhinestones, I would not recommend adding another stone if that's not what the pattern calls for. There's a reason for it. So you just have to trust the process. That's all I have to say about that. So let's see. So we had the pattern for SS20s. We had the 20-ounce tumbler. We have the 2 ounces of crystal, peridot, and topaz, as well as we had citrine AB. We have sky blue, hyacinth shimmer, jet black, and green zircon. So I will take all of these out. And if you didn't get this month's box and you want to make this pattern, the pattern is available on the website. It should have went live at 8 o'clock. If it didn't, I'll double check it when we get off. The pattern is available as a PDF to print and follow along. It is available as a PNG, so that if you are a person who sublimates, you can print the pattern with your sublimation printer, and then you can sublimate it to your tumbler. And then I did make it available as a tumbler kit where the pattern's already sublimated onto the tumbler, and then you will get just the stones, the right amount of stones that you need to complete the pattern. It's not full. You don't get full packages of rhinestones. You get just the right amount of rhinestones to complete the pattern. So those are on there. And and then for you guys that got the bling box or the combo box, I will be adding the patterns for download to your guys' account tomorrow morning. I kind of wait until we do the unboxing, just so that if you haven't gotten your box yet, that I'm not surprising or ruining the surprise for you with adding the pattern before that. So I will add them in the morning. And then you will have that. So let me get this stuff out of the way. So look at all these colors. There was like a whole variation this month. We got greens and blues and yellows and blacks and purples and browns. All kinds of stuff. We will do these. Let me get those over there. Let me get the crinkle paper out the way. So do you guys have any questions while I am trying to clean this stuff up a little bit? Do you have any questions about the bling box? Do you have any questions about anything that's not the bling box? The extra mixes of the month, there's only a couple of them, so they will only be on there until they sell out, and then I'm going to take them off. And it's just a one-time purchase if you wanted to get the mix of the month. It's not, you're not subscribing with that one. They're just the one time. So let's try this pattern. Here's my mouse. Let's go to just this layout. Is it going to work? Your cats love the crinkle paper, Mary Lynn? I would probably love it if I was a cat too. Oh, I gotta turn on my fan. All right, sorry about that. It gets a little hot out here. So I did already sand this with 120 grit, and then I cleaned it off with alcohol. And what color? Let's start with the blue. So I had somebody else comment too about on the color keys that I don't include the name of the color. So tell me in the chat, tell me what you guys think about that. Do you prefer if the name of the color like that I used for the pattern is included here, or are you able to tell from the color to the circle which one you use, and that you can just pick whatever color you choose? Like, you don't have to use the colors that I'm using. Like for yellow, I could use the citrine AB. I could use regular citrine, or like I could use the luminous yellows. Like, do you guys prefer if the name is there, or are you okay with it not being there? Like, let me post your preference in the chat. I want to know. All right, so let's start with the sky blue. So Tiffany says she likes the name on them. What about everyone else? Do you prefer that it's on there, or do you not mind? So I need the sky blue. I need black and citrine AB. And then here, let me show you guys too, this hyacinth shimmer. This one is it's so cool looking. And I don't know if it's gonna show through like on the camera, because I know it likes to like buzz out trying to focus on these because it's so small. There's a lot of detail. But these look so cool, like in person. They almost look like velvety. Like they kind of look like velvet-ish. Come on. Sorry, my doggo was letting back in. Okay, so how to use the patterns if you've never used one before. You are going to get your glue of choice. I like to use super tight fusion tack, or the other glue that I use a lot is Bob Smith 2-part 30-minute slow cure epoxy. Those are the ones that I use for tumblers. I do use other glues for different projects, but if you're just starting out, you're gonna want to use a glue, either like super tight, liquid fusion, one of the ones that kind of has a little bit of work time. You'll be able to make adjustments. It's not a quick dry glue like the Bedazzle shoe glue or a 5-minute epoxy. Those cure really fast. I'm not a fan of E6000. I will use the E6000 plus resin glue. It doesn't have as much odor. Even that one, the plus resin glue, that one still gives me a headache. So when I'm using that, I have to wear a respirator. And I would recommend you do that with either one, the E6000 or the E6000 plus resin glue. So just find the glue that you like to use if you're just starting out. Super tight fusion tack, which is this one, or Liquid Fusion are good choices. I prefer to use and apply my glue with a 5 ml or a 5 ml syringe with a 20 gauge blunt tip needle, which is the pink one. You could also use an 18 gauge. And then I put a little bit of glue in here. I don't fill the whole thing up. You can add more glue, but once it's in here, I don't put it back in the bottle. So just add a little bit, figure out kind of like your work time. And then I put a small line of glue. You don't want a whole lot. You don't want your glue oozing out around the top of your rhinestones. So just put a little bit. We're going to start at the top. And then we're going to count how many blues we need until this black. So we need 6 blues and then 2 blacks. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to put 6 of these. And then we're going to put 2 blacks. So you want to get the rhinestone as close as you can to the top. Don't worry so much like right now about it being even. We're going to go back and even this out. So we need the 6 blues and then 2 blacks, and then we need how many more blues? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 7 blues. And now we are going to go to the citrine AB. So do you see how much glue I have? It is not a lot. And when I put my rhinestone on here, it's pushing enough that it is flattening out behind it, but it's not oozing out around the side of it. So you don't want so much that the glue oozes out the side of your rhinestone. You can also do little dots, like 1 dot, 1 stone. As I progress down the tumbler, I tend to switch to that method, using 1 dot per rhinestone instead of doing line. I find that longevity-wise, that 1 dot lasts. It seals that rhinestone in individually, where the line is kind of like connecting all of them together. So how many do I need here? I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we need 5 black. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now 8 yellows. And the rest will be blues. So if you are just joining us, I am working on the tumbler pattern that was in the Bling Box and the combo box for this month. It is the Pumpkin Season Tumbler, and it has about 8 different colors. It has a sky blue, citrine AB, it has a jet black, a green zircon, a new color, hyacinth shimmer. Then it has some accents of crystal, topaz, and peridot. So right now we are just working on doing our base row. And I'm going to show you guys how to line these up. And let me make sure I counted right. So I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I mess up? So if you get here, this is kind of what we were talking about earlier. If you get here and you find that you have this small space in between these stones, that just means you need to go back and space out all of these rhinestones evenly. You're going to have a little bit of a gap in between each stone, but that's okay. That's going to help you as you progress down and leave yourself room. I like to say it's going to give yourself room to breathe as you're placing the rest of your rhinestones so that you're able to factor in the sizing variations between the rhinestone sizes as you continue to work. It's going to give you room to work with your rhinestones and you're not cramming them all in. So all we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to add just a little bit of space in between each of these stones. And if we have any that are kind of like crammed together, we want to add more space there. So I think that's good. So now you might notice either on my tumbler or your own tumbler that these rhinestones probably aren't completely straight. So what you're going to do is the trick is you're going to put your tumbler face down on something that is straight. And then you're going to take your pickup tool and you're going to push with the edge of this and you're going to push that rhinestone into your table or whatever you put this on. That's going to make sure that this first row, all of these rhinestones are straight. You're not pushing like super hard. You're kind of just lightly pushing them all down. Then after you've gone around, they're all straight. Then you're just going to look at it again to make sure that they all line up with this top. There's not any that are over the edge. If they're over the edge, you're going to have a problem putting the lid back on. And then just make sure that they're all kind of like lined up. Because even if you push them all up, it might be that one, the size is a little bit different and you might need to make a small adjustment to it. And especially if you're new, after you get this first row, you might want to let the tumbler set for 3 to 5 minutes to give that line of glue a little bit of time to set more so that as you continue to place your stones, you don't push these out of alignment. This row right here is your base row. It sets the foundation for the rest of your rows. If you kind of have this one off, you're going to continue to play catch up as you're progressing to keep, if one side's higher, trying to get the rest of it to align back up. So make sure that this row is straight. You need to take the extra precaution of letting that first line of glue dry before you proceed. That is perfectly a-okay. So there is that. Then to finish with the rest of the tumbler, you're just going to continue to go. You can either start from left to right, like you read, or you can go left. You can pick wherever you want. Sometimes what I'll do is if there's like a bunch of colors, I'll maybe start from like the yellows, and then I'll work just the yellow, and then I'll work all the blues together so that I'm not switching back and forth between rhinestone colors, so that then I don't do blue, yellow, blue. Like I would just do all of the yellows, then all of the blues, so that I'm picking from the same tray of rhinestones. It saves a little bit of time if you're only going to one tray at a time instead of multiple trays. And then you just continue to progress like each row. I recommend going row by row. Don't try to do all of the yellows, all of the blacks. Like it's not going to work out like that. Even if you have a sublimated tumbler pattern, do each row, make sure that each row is straight after you're done. And it's going to make sure that like you have a cohesive look with your tumbler and your lines as you progress. So Renee also says having the name on the color key would be good so that you know what color you used if you wanted to make it again. Very valid point. Mary Lynn also likes the name. I think someone else said they like the name too. So, all right, maybe I will start adding the names from this point forward. So then the other thing that you can do with, since we did the line of glue on that one, the next thing that you're going to do is as you go to this row, you're not going to place them stacked right on top of each other. You're going to stagger them. So you're going to place this next rhinestone right in between the two above it. So I'm going to put, if you're going to use just one dot per rhinestone, I'm just going to put like 10 small dots of glue right where my rhinestone's going to go. Maybe I'll just do all my blues. And see how much I'm using? You don't need a lot of glue at all. Like that's it. I think I read someone else's suggestion is that the amount of glue that you want to use is about half the size of the rhinestone. So where am I at? If I'm starting there, then that one would be yellow and this one would be blue. So where I'm going to start is I tend to go right to left, right? So I'm going to start here, do all of these blues, come over to this side, do these blues, and then work back so that I'm doing all of the yellows. So what else are you guys working on? Are you getting ready for Halloween. Do we have any big Halloween decorating people in the group? Do you have the 12-foot viral skeleton? There is, I go walking with one of my friends sometimes in the morning, and I go over to her neighborhood, and there's like 4 people over there that have the 12-foot skeletons from Home Depot, and a couple people have like dressed them up. There's one that has like a Bucks jersey on it. One of them has some like Chiefs stuff on it, some Taylor Swift stuff. I mean, people get creative with them. So, do you guys do the Halloween decor? All right, so this is black. I gotta go 1, 2, 3. So I put one too many blues there. So like these black rhinestones are a slight bit bigger than the sky blue. So having that little bit of extra space that you went back and added is going to be helpful to keep your alignment straight as you progress with this pattern. So 1, 2, 3, and then a bunch of yellows. How many yellows do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. Tiffany, oh, you're almost done with the flag one. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Tiffany had reached out to me. She had a project that she was working on and wanted the American flag template that we did on the mason jar tumbler from one of the bling boxes months ago for a 20 ounce. So I modified that one for her. So I can't wait to see that when you're done. That would be really cute. And the rest of these are yellows. Oh, Thomas Elena, thank you. These are just my nail polish stickers. These are some like leftover ones that I'd got for like the 4th of July. I thought I was gonna I had this idea that I was gonna change them once a week, and yeah, I change them like maybe once every 2 weeks, if that. Sometimes I like kind of just let them all fall off before I like take them off. But then after you get your row, you kind of just want to go back and make sure that the bottom of all of their rhinestones are kind of lined up. If they're not like in a line, you might need to make adjustments to keep them lined up. You don't want to like cram them. You don't want to bunch them all together. Make sure that they're fully seated directly right into the center. Another thing is to make sure that the table's lined up. The table is the flat part of the rhinestone. You can look at it from this way. Sometimes when I look at it from this way, I can see something out of a line way better than I can looking at it directly down on it. So look at it from different angles. Sometimes I'll kind of just run my finger like this way, and then I can feel it if there's one that's like out of alignment. So I think that is, hopefully that gives everyone a good idea of how to do that. So if you missed it, this was the pattern from this month's box. It was the pumpkin season pattern. We had a whole bunch of colors. We had green zircon, sky blue, jet black, hyacinth shimmer, citrine AB, peridot, topaz, and crystal, all for that pattern. Then for the mix of the month, we had a new one that is called I Put a Spell on You. We had When the Sun Goes Down. We had jet black. We had hyacinth shimmer. And then your project was this home cutout that is a little bit thicker on the wood cutout side. So this one can stand up, which will be really cute. There are some extra ones of these mix of the month packs. They are on the website. I believe that they're under the kits or the mixes. You will see it. They are a one-time. You're not subscribing. If you get this, these were just the extra ones that we had for this month. If you wanted to make the tumbler pattern and need all of the stones, go to the website, blingyourthings.com, go to the bling tip section. There is a blog post that has all of the items linked. In that blog post, it has the pattern, all the colors, all the sizes, tumblers, literally everything that's in the box is linked in that blog post. So I think that is it. Turn the fan back off. Let me come say hi to you guys again. Thank you, Marilyn. She's saying she loves the colors on the Oh, where? I didn't say hi to you. Where have you been? How are you? Or no, I did. You said you were in the hurricane. I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I thought you were someone else. Hi again. So Renee says she is working on the pattern for her daughter's birthday tumbler. It's a serape and cowhide. Ooh, that sounds very pretty and very fun. Oh, and you do mostly fall decor. No one has the 12-foot skellies in here. I am surprised. So I think that is it. My goal is to finish the mermaid tumbler, because I'm notorious for starting 8 different projects and not finishing them. I'm gonna do the mermaid tumbler, then I'm gonna work on this month's pattern, that was in the bling box, and yeah, those are my goals in the next 2 weeks, is to get those done. If you are a person that you don't like to follow the kind of like bling by color patterns and you wanted to get the sublimation kit, I did make this pattern for sublimation as well. This one is on the website if you kind of just want to bling by color. So there's those. There's that. Like I said, everything's in the bling tip section. Everything's linked there. And yeah, I think I will let you guys go for the evening. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are not a Bling Box subscriber, spots for the next month's Bling Box will open on Sunday. If you were already a subscriber, you don't need to sign up again. Your box will auto renew at your current level on Sunday. If you want to change it, you need to do it by Friday. If you don't make any changes by Friday, then it will renew at whatever you were at last month. So I think that's it. Again, thank you guys for joining me. If you ever have any questions, the easiest way to ask them is in our Facebook group, Bling Your Things Rhinestones, or shoot me an email at info@blingyourthings.com. Other than that, I will see you guys next Thursday at 8 p.m. Same time. See you then.